Welcome to Toffee TV. We are live. It's live at 5. It's Wednesday. We're on YouTube as well. You know the rules now. The rules are only good comments will be read out. And that can be Everton, general football, or anything. But they have to be good. Because what happens is we get millions of, we get quite a few comments on YouTube. We get a lot. Yeah, we get a lot. And there has to be some kind of filter. And it's what I call the good filter. I mean, it says what it is. It does what it says. So let us have some good comments wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube or Patreon. So let's have it. Let's have it. Gary Waters, howdy. Hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Richard Falk says, even lads, great Tuesday topic yesterday. Unsure myself on the next captain and wondering if we will buy someone to come in as a captain. If that's the case, who would you buy? Also, not working Monday, so it would be great to come in on the phone in. Richard, you've put your claim in there early, and I like it. Can you buy captains? I know Man United did, and they brought in Maguire, but that's different. His head's got its own atmosphere, and things orbit around it, mostly footballs. But would you rather buy someone, or would you rather have someone at the club who was an established player and you give it to him?
Yeah, I'd rather just have that. I'd rather just have someone like Holgate. I don't know whether you can buy a captain unless you're getting a top draw player who will automatically bring respect in. So if you there's very few people around who you will bring in and say they're our new captain.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do it when we got Rooney, and he would have been the ideal one at the time to make the captain, because there was nobody there who I would consider as a proper captain. But I think I'd just give it to Holgate.
I'd give it to Holgate.
Especially after the contract and all.
Next season, I'd give it to Holgate, definitely. I think he's a player who can take us forward. And we spoke about this week already, but I do think he's a player who could really, really take us forward. Steve Kelly says, all right, lads, hope you're both well. Something I picked up on from the weekend, every time he got knocked, Gomez kept looking down at his leg. That he did. Would you keep playing him or put him on the bench at the weekend, seeing as people saying he isn't ready? In my opinion, he needs to keep playing to build confidence up in his own mind. What do you both think? I saw nothing of any problems on Sunday at all. I didn't see him looking at his leg. I would think it would be slightly normal or natural for him.
You always do it. When I broke my leg, like Dave Whelan. Now, when I broke my leg, the first few games and the first few tackles, you'd always look and feel it to see, because it's just a natural thing. It's like a challenge on it. Is it all right? I didn't see him pull out of any tackles, and he was getting in there and switching the play. I'd just keep playing him, Steve. If he's physically fit enough, and they'll have all the data on him. If he's physically fit enough, we don't have anybody who can do what he does. He's one of a type in that squad. If we had a like for like, then you might look after him a little bit.
I've got absolutely zero issues. The new James Bond film has been delayed because of the coronavirus.
There you go.
It starts with James Bond, it ends with the Premier League becoming null and void.
Serie A has said that
they're shutting all the
stadiums.
They're shutting all the schools and universities in Italy.
Yeah, and then so the footy's the next.
So it's the big two. Italy, James Bond. It's the big two. Premier League's next.
So what they're gonna do is play a couple of games behind closed doors, but the fans aren't happy with that. So therefore. No, because obviously what that means is games behind closed doors means nobody can see the games, especially in England.
Because you can't. Telly.
How?
Oh, they'll still have cameramen.
Yeah, but how will we see the games?
On telly.
Yeah. So say Saturday. Say they said every game's behind closed doors Saturday, and the 6 games kicking off at 3 o'clock.
Oh, you mean in this country or in Italy?
Yeah, no, in this country.
They'd allow them to broadcast. They will not have games behind closed doors in this country. They just won't. There's too much. The clubs they'll just, and that's probably why they're probably saying null and void, because it won't happen. And do you know what? I'll be honest. I'm not sitting here going, oh, I really hope this thing gets out of hand so the Premier League's taken off Liverpool. Listen, I'm not arsed that Liverpool won the league. Liverpool win the league because they deserve to win the league. It shouldn't be taken off them because of a bleeding virus, because people can't wash their hands, as far as I'm concerned. No. I've asked for one thing, and one thing is for Liverpool not to win the league at Goodison Park. That's the only thing I want. If they win the league, they've won it because they deserve it. Yeah. And I think there'll be a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of people who feel like that. It doesn't. I've seen Liverpool win leagues. I've seen Liverpool win Champions League. If you win something, you deserve to win it. Apart from in Istanbul, they didn't. So, wash your hands, is what we're saying. Because if one more, I'm not being funny. It's a good job. It's a good job. There's no Marvel film, like big Marvel film, because on that then I would have.
You will be angry then.
I mean, Black Widow's coming out, and I'm fully behind Black Widow. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be Scarlett Johansson? Fully behind.
The name puts me off.
Black Widow.
Because she's like, I feel as though she should be worried about it.
Were you supposed to be worried about it? She's a Russian secret agent.
That's what I'm saying.
She's from the. You suppose.
But if you're behind her.
Yeah.
And you hope that you can't say them.
No, you're behind her, then you're on 18, because she'd say to you, get behind me, I'll protect you.
Oh, okay.
So then you're fully on board, you're in 18.
Yeah, but then have we got to be in Russian? Got to be behind
No, because none of the Avengers are Russian. She's Russian. I mean, she's not a very convincing Russian.
No.
But she's a spy. So therefore, she's a very good spy, because she's not a very good convincing Russian. But she is Russian. So therefore, she's an excellent spy.
Uzbekistani, because I am fully behind Uzbekistan.
But listen, when she wears a catsuit, she can be whatever she wants. Whatever she wants. I'm fully on board.
150 watching, 21 likes. I mean, I feel as though the coronavirus has took over the likes.
Are we allowed to joke about the coronavirus?
No. Well, it's not. Once
Is it too soon?
Once you've had 100 cases in the UK.
I was say 100 likes. Once you've got 100 likes.
We'll stop. I'm not joking about it. I just said I feel as though, with the like situation, it's just not good. But
I do feel the fact that we've got Billy and Matt though behind this plastic screen now is helping. I mean, I don't like the fact that Matt's licking it.
No.
The screen,
Billy's got a water bottle on his head. So
he's got the water, put it on his head. But what's weird is, he's not even done it because coronavirus. He just wants to look like a spaceman.
That's what he said when he come in.
It's just dead weird. I mean, it's the fact that like one's from St. Helens, one's from Shrewsbury. Coronavirus to them is just like, what? A big deal. You know what I mean? They're like,
Billy goes home.
They're like, we had the jab for coronavirus when we were in school.
True.
We've had Black Plague, coronavirus. That was the big two when these two were growing up. I don't know.
You can't even say.
And I don't even know what's been brought to Shrewsbury by the river.
The river, I know.
Probably the 21st.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe. What's happening in Shrewsbury at the moment, Bill? Has the water level dropped?
I don't know, to be honest, I haven't really.
I mean, there's a man who cares about his own town.
It's your town, but I mean, more pressingly than that, your parents are there, so are they all right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's died. So.
Oh, it's all right then. I mean,
do you know what? I like that.
The Shrewsbury economy's wrecked. Well, as long as no one's died.
The town is underwater. But you know what?
Busted are fully invested in Shrewsbury at the moment.
Why wouldn't you be with them?
Anyway. A bit better now.
Okay.
It's a bit, there you go, official diagnosis.
It's a bit better now. Fine, that's fine.
On the subject of what we've just been talking about with the kick-offs.
Oh, yeah.
Tara Kay says, is it time to end the 3 p.m. football blackout? Give you a like. Hope that cheers you up. Thanks, Tara.
Tara, that's massively cheered me up. And that's a great question.
It is time to end the 3 o'clock kick-off. I was at home on Saturday. Obviously, we didn't have a game. And I thought, there's a couple of games I wouldn't mind watching. In fact, I don't even want to watch games of football. I want like one of those shows where you can see all the goals.
Like what BT after your.
Now, don't get me wrong, right? I'm a man who knows how to get all the games of football. It's not really a problem, but that's not the issue, right?
It's the ease of it, though.
It's the fact that...
You'll just be able to put it on and go, right? Like, when Amazon had the 2 games, the derby was one of them, wasn't it? And that night, Man United were playing Spurs. It was easy. I'd watched the games the night before. I want to just be able to go on, like Netflix, click it on and go, right, what games are on today? Without having to go and look
multi-screen as well, I want.
Put it on. All right, well, hang on. Whoa. I mean, we've had that with that. I know MLS do that, don't they, with their games. But being able to just go in and click a game and go, yeah, I'll watch that today. That it should be that easy. As Tara says, the whole thing about the there you go. It's here. It's in Liverpool. First case of coronavirus. Again, people going to Italy and then coming back. Stop leaving the country.
You know what?
Stop letting people go anywhere.
You know my nephew Aidan?
Yeah.
You know he went to Italy, didn't you? Skiing.
Yeah. Is he in that resort where they ball?
He had to be tingled for a week.
Isolate. You've got to self-isolate. The whole thing is stop letting people travel wherever they want.
So go on, continue.
So the three... No, you've got to.
Trump, there?
No, so just contain it for now, for a week. So the 3 p.m s, it's never going to stop me going to a football match because there's other football matches on at 3 p.m. And I think that's the case with most people. I think we're all adults enough now to make a decision where we'd rather be there. If you can't afford to go, then you should still be able to watch your team.
I had this discussion, got put on Twitter, and it got a lot of traction. People agreeing, people disagreeing. That's great. That's what we want with civilized discussion. People were saying to me, would decimate the lower leagues. My argument to that was that I can sit there and watch any game I want right now if I really want to. I could buy something and pay for it. Or I could get it illegally. It wouldn't matter. I can still watch them. And it's not. I'm not running out to watch Prescott cables. I might be, or not running out to watch Prescott cables because there's a game on at 3 o'clock. Right? The games are on. They're on the pubs. They're everywhere. Right? The one thing it does do is it actually stops Everton from getting more money because you could sell those packages on at 3 o'clock and you get more money, and Everton get more money out of it. But like you were saying before, it's the ease of it. Don't forget things like iTunes came out of illegal streaming or downloading of music. It started with Napster, and as soon as they realised that thousands and thousands, not millions of people,
like LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire. I mean, you get some music off there. You can also get a few other things that your PC did not like, though. LimeWire would destroy your PC.
Okay. But it had all sorts on it, didn't it? You could get anything, anything. Games and everything.
But so they realised that people really like downloading stuff. There's a market for it. So what they're realising now is people are happy to watch games at 3 o'clock on sometimes good streams, sometimes dodgy streams. That they're happy to pay if they understand. Now people are like, well, I could get that song for free, but iTunes are selling it for 99p. So actually, I'll just get it for 99p. And now you're going. People are
about quality, isn't it?
So because the ease and the quality, and you know you can get it on your phone, your laptop, whatever, and you're not going to be full of viruses and all that. And now it's gone to the point where it's like, well, I'll tell you what, instead of 99 pence, we'll give you for a tenner a month. You stream it all. You never actually own any of the music, but you didn't own it anyway. So physically, and now we've got all these. So football would be the same. And this is what we had a couple of lads before him from the Toffee American Toffee podcast, and they said they pay £50 a year for everything. $50 a year for everything.
For every
and
game.
We're getting stung for like 20, 25, 30, £40 a month. Depending on what your level is. A month. We said this before, if the Premier League just said we're doing our own Netflix style thing. Because there's owner coming in now as well, aren't they? There's owner coming in. And
did you see what their statement was yesterday about they're going to be bidding to create a Premier League Netflix?
So why don't the Premier League just do it themselves?
Do it now,
Charge us all, let's say, £15 a month.
10, 15
that we'd all happily play if every game was on there. Get rid of this stupid blocking system at 3 o'clock. Because I'm not going to... Listen, I am not going to go and watch somebody else local. I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
The thing is, you can sit in yours on a Saturday and watch BT have Bundesliga games live at 3:30.
No, they don't.
Oh no, I can watch that.
You can, because you've got that.
But then they're on at 5:30.
But
you could watch. I could watch any Premier League game on my phone.
We'll put it this way.
It's on my telly.
Put it this way.
Go on, put it that way.
I'm putting it this way.
Put it that way, yeah.
So if you've got...
Hang on, are you putting it that way or this way?
I'm putting it both ways.
This way, okay.
Say you're sitting at home, right?
Yeah.
And you're not going out.
Yeah.
Or you might go out.
Yeah.
There's a game on at 12:30.
Yeah.
What time does it finish?
2:30.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a game on at 5:30. So
yeah.
It starts at 5:30.
Yeah.
How much of a window does that give you to go and watch local football?
I'd have to get in my car at 2:30 and drive to wherever.
Yeah.
And then try to get back to watch that anyway.
Exactly.
If I was that bothered about it.
How does a game in the middle of it stop people from going? If you watch the 12:30 game and you watch the 5 game, which you are both illegally allowed to watch,
Legally allowed to.
Legally allowed to. You would not go to a 3 o'clock game anyway. You just wouldn't.
No.
So those games are stopping you. It's a nonsense. It's a nonsense. It's something that, like everything else, used to have a place, but now it doesn't because the world we live in is completely different.
It's all changed. The world's changed and they need to change with it. Great question, Sarah. Really is.
Mudboy Jenkins says, DAZN, the GOAT.
They are the GOAT.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I've not had fair. Kate, one of our patrons, lives in Canada and she loves DAZN. Like we thought they were called DAZN, but Billy knows all about DAZN because he's into his boxing. And apparently they're very, very good. They charge.
Yeah, Jason Jory.
Jason Jory says, I find myself paying for a BT sports subscription just to watch Everton, not worried about the rest, would rather pay £50 to £70 a season.
So what's Everton games, yeah? Without a shadow.
So you're but you're getting into another area there, aren't you? Because what we don't want is a situation like they've got in Spain where clubs are allowed to sell their own rights because that would create a unfair system. Because who on earth, how much are Burnley going to charge? Do you know what I mean? Whereas Liverpool, Man United, they're going to be able to charge whatever they want.
But the Netflix system works, doesn't it? I mean, Tifo Football have done a video on it about just using basic numbers that are all reachable. And so the Premier League gets, 2.3 billion a year or something for the footy rights, whereas if they had their own, they could get up to, they were saying, estimating 24 billion or something a year. It's a substantial, but even if it isn't that high, even half.
How many people do you think watch football around the world? Premier League a week. How many people around the world? 6 billion.
100 million. Say 100 million.
Okay.
Right, and that might be massively overestimated, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but
so it's like $1 billion a month. If they did £10 a month around the world.
If they're the right numbers. Yeah, so that's 12 billion a year.
12 billion a year.
Right.
That blows.
Now, what Tifo was saying was obviously 20 billion, which means that they estimate 200 million watch it around the globe. But I don't know.
So the clubs that get, let's say, I don't know what the clubs get. I don't know what the percentage is.
I don't know what the percentage share is, but it'd be much better that if the Premier League's getting 12 billion a season, say, rather than 2 billion a season. Well, there you go. There's a big share for everybody and them. And it makes no sense.
And it's cheaper for us. And it's more, it's easily
accessible.
It's easily accessible for us. We just go on our Netflix Premier League streaming site. We put it on and it's on. And we've got the choice of games. Not only we've got the choice of games, we could have a situation where we have, if like your team wasn't playing, you just wanted to keep an eye on all the others. You have a goal zone. You know, like I really like.
They have all the programs. We've been on them, Premier League production programs, where it's build up to games and stuff like that. They could have archives because they own all the archives. So they could have in the week. You could go on and go, oh, what Everton games have been on Sky in the last 25 years or whatever, and you know the same with everybody. Every other club could go and do it, and there's a lot of scope for it where they could have all kinds of content on there and easily. Make a huge profit on it.
Definitely, it's something that needs to come in, and I think.
Great question, Tara.
It is a good question, but it's sort of like the next thing, and the next bidding thing. Just to round this off, the next bidding thing is going to involve in this country, and this is just this country, is Sky, BT, Amazon, DAZN. I can see YouTube getting involved. I can see Facebook getting involved, and you can imagine something like Netflix might get involved as well. So it's gonna go mad. And what's going to happen is though, one of those companies, either Amazon or DAZN, are going to create this kind of subscription service where you pay one fee for the month and you get nothing but football and nothing else, and it'll work. And I think that's the way forward. Gareth Hughes says, talking last night about Barkley and Davis' sector were overhyped and suffered under the weight of expectation, whilst Don and Holgate have snuck under the radar, progressed without pressure and are now flying. I feel that it's a lot to do with Davis and Barkley being homegrown rather than bought at a young age. Less pressure because we want Scousers and Evertonians to succeed more, so we put too much stock in a few good displays and the pressure mounts. see Cadamati and James Vaughan for more examples. Would you agree? James Vaughan's not a scouser though, is he? Strictly speaking.
No.
He's from Birmingham, isn't he?
Birmingham, yeah. But he's here from a young age.
But that's a good point. No, it's a good point though. Because it was our point.
Yeah, it was our... No, I know. What I'm saying, it is that because you're coming through, you want to produce your own players, don't you, from the city, and you want them to be the best they can be, but they're also easier to shoot at than lads who you've brought through from different places, I suppose. But I think if Cadamati and Vaughan were coming through now, though, I think they'd get a lot more stick as young lads because of social media.
Do you think... Yeah, but do you think, though, that on that point, it's a case of when you buy someone, so when you buy a Holgate or a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you blame the person who bought them rather than when it's your homegrown player. You don't turn around and go, God, whoever developed those players, you know what I mean? You go, it's on them rather than on whoever developed them. But we can sit here and go, you know, that player's terrible, but why did Walsh buy him? You know, why did Allardyce buy him? You don't go always the player hasn't developed the way he should. We do sometimes, but when it's younger players, you struggle to find someone to blame more than anything else.
Or should we be blaming our coaching staff more for these players not developing, not being good enough? If you've gone and paid money for a player because you think he's got some talent and can develop, then, and if they don't, surely that must be on the coaching staff as well, rather than just the player.
Do me a favour, don't call me Shirley.
Well, exactly.
Steve Kelly just finished watching the Tuesday Topic. Great show, available on Patreon.
Thanks, Steve.
I agree with Ped over Holgate. I know in a lot of other sports they have leadership groups where they have 5 or 6 players in it and they hold meetings with other players, etc., and then bounce ideas off the manager. Do you think there is room for that in football? I think that's already in football, Steve. I think you'd be surprised. I think they do have leadership groups, and I think they've had leadership groups at Everton for a while. Certainly when it was under Moyes did, definitely had them. And we know Martinez had certain players that he favoured because he knew he had the ear of them, and they were like his little generals. But Moyes had them. We know who they were, and it wouldn't surprise me now if Ancelotti's picking those players out, who we can trust, who are the shrinking violets, who are the people who are involved all the time, who are the people who just go home, who just want to play football, who aren't really arsed about the other elements of it. So I think he'll be finding those people out right now. Gaz says, who would be in your Everton 84-85 and 19-20 combined 11? Just all the 85 team, mate. Come on, let's be sensible about this. Let's be absolutely sensible about this. It's just the 85 team. Bobby C says, what realistically is the minimum fee you would accept for Sigurdsson and for Morgan Schneiderlin? Just giving them free transfers might get them off the wage bill, but they'd show as a loss when their amortised values are accounted for. Whatever that value is, Bobby, that would mean that they're not at a loss. That's what I'd sell them for, and I'm sure that's what Everton would sell them for. So it would be...
When people say just give them free transfers, it doesn't help. It just doesn't help us at all.
So, in terms of Sigurdsson, 2 years left this summer.
2 years left, yeah.
Paid 37 for him. What's that how much you paid for him?
So it'll have gone up, won't it?
So, so let's say 45. 40. So divide 45 by 5. That's 9 million. So we'd be worth 18 million in the summer. Schneiderlin would be worth 20 divided by 5. 4. So it'd be 4 million in the summer. So if you can get, I mean, I can't really see us getting 18 million for Sigurdsson, but you never know. You never know.
You could get 22 million for the pair of them. Then we haven't made any losses on them, and that's 22 million cash coming in, which means that can be like that. Then gives you the opportunity of buying players worth 60 million or whatever the way contracts run. What are you laughing at, man?
My missus has just texted me and said just walk past the house and they were watching Toffee TV.
There you go.
Stop looking in people's houses.
Yeah, I mean that's the big.
You'd know what it probably was. Probably had seen a dog in the window. What always happens when she's taking the dog out is the dog who lives in the house knows that Loki's walking past, so the dog jumps up, like does all their blinds in, and then Loki gets on the fence and starts, and they like have a chat.
Have a chat.
But while they're doing that, the people's windows are getting like completely blitzed. But this is what happens when you've got dogs. You've got to accept these. There's certain losses that you've got to expect. Normally, like your blinds are one of them.
Okay.
But whoever that person is,
hello.
Hope
you're enjoying it.
Hope you're enjoying watching us. I mean, everyone will be wondering now if it's them.
If it's them.
I mean, people in America, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. She hasn't come there. Mark says, gents, he does. I just didn't want to say that.
Oh, okay, well, that's what he said. All the gents.
He sent over the player ratings form. Okay. He also says if you're a YouTube only viewer, sign up to Patreon so you can vote on the player ratings after every match. I mean, if that's a good enough reason, isn't it?
If that isn't pulling you in, nothing will.
Mark is the man when it comes to player ratings.
Yeah, he is.
AS says, yes, the boys use good. Again, yeah, we are. Still got a bit of fume about the decision from Sunday, but anyway, what did you think of the Dixie ban at the start of the game? Also, where do you reckon the best for atmosphere in the new ground coming from the plans so far? Yeah, the Dixie banner was brilliant. Just a little bit disappointed that the club didn't make more of the fact that it was that anniversary. I'd like to have seen more of a theme at the game. I think this is something the club should play more into. Is anyone watching? We know you do. Give us a call. The atmosphere will be, and we had a chat about this yesterday on the live, and I'm going to put it out as a little video, is the Originals are trying to get more fans into their section next season in GT8 in the Gladys Street, and then they're hoping to take that group into the new ground behind one of the goals in a rail seating area. So I imagine that will be the best if it's allowed to grow, organically, and they get, and hopefully it will. So if you want to help with the atmosphere, get in touch with the Originals. If you're on Twitter, it's Originals 1878, and get involved. I'd personally love to see rail seating in Goodison from next season. I'm not asked. I'd put it in next season. Stick it in there, but the club won't. Well, he won't, will he? Connell says, are you confident going into Sunday's game versus Chelsea? Another winless record that has to be broken at the ground like this. Think it'll be a draw.
I mean, if we can't win it, don't lose it. I've said it many times.
Yeah, we've done our match preview and that'll be available.
There's an opportunity for us to win there without a shadow, especially the way we're playing, but let's just, not make any silly mistakes.
I'm like confident in every game now because I think we're going to score.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Marie's back. I haven't seen it for ages.
Been hiding.
Says, all right, lads. After Carlo being seen at Bootle Strand, where would you love to see him pop up next? He's boss, isn't he?
Here. Just turn up for a coffee.
Turn up for a coffee.
Hello. With the eyebrow just lifted up. Having a coffee, be nice. Espresso.
I'd love to see him turn up at
the co-op on Hunts Cross there.
I'd love to see him turn up at like Camelot and then get dead disappointed because it's not there anymore and be like, I was told there was a box little theme park. Get there and be like, where's it gone?
He'd have to go from Camelot then to Gulliver's World. Wouldn't he, in Warrington?
Yeah, I wouldn't advise that to anyone.
I've been there, it's all right.
No.
So there you go.
Real Sun Centre?
It's gone, hasn't it?
No, it's not.
It has gone, but they've rebuilt the thing. Cause
Real something else then?
Yeah. What do you mean, no? I've literally, yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah. Degsy says, hello Steve, hello Gary, hello Baz, hello Ped. Nice interview on Everton with David Ancelotti. Obviously, from the camera action, he and Dunk are bonding, and he is calling himself the #1 Evertonian because of what Dunk has taught him of the club. Good also to hear about the insistence of Carlo for all the team to become more confident in the use of English. It just feels like we now have a total professional in charge. Yes, it does. It's great.
Yeah.
It's important as well. Richard says, starting to think Baz just doesn't like anything being named First Storms, now Black Widow. I think, just want people to be called like Steve and Gary.
Colin. I just don't think he should be naming Storms.
That's fair enough, that's your viewpoint, and I can't sit here and question that.
I mean, look at Paz.
Paz says Goal Rush on DAZN does that, shows the main game, then goes live to other games to show goals. Boss. That's what I want. I want that in my life.
That's what you need in your life.
AS says, Speaking of coronavirus, I came down to Liverpool for the weekend, went to stay at the Radisson Blu, but the taxi driver told me to check the news about. It turns out there was a guy self-quarantining himself in the hotel, so had to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
but it's been proved
that
that guy didn't have it. But I mean, that's up to you. If that's how you feel, then no one can like. That's the problem. No, this is what's going to happen. More and more is going to happen. You're going to be like, did you hear that restaurant? Someone in it is like had it, and that's not good, because that's where rumours and stuff start, and that's what like affects the economy. Like, don't go on that plane because some, and all that. That's the problem. Baz, was you in a green coat on Sunday after the game? Thought I seen you, then turn around, you'd gone gutted.
No, I had a me black bag out on.
There you go.
But if you see me, say hello.
Stuart says, Ped, pub rumour said that you're from Wrexham.
What pub rumour?
I don't know what pub it is. I mean, let me know what pub it is.
If there was if Stew
yeah, Stew
is in a pub in Wrexham, and someone wants you to be from Wrexham to try and make it the best thing that's come out of Wrexham.
I mean, I would be the best thing that come from Wrexham.
I mean, think he might have a go.
No, I'm
the captain might
the
have
captain
something.
might have
something to say about it.
But I'm gonna.
But you'd probably still something.
I'm gonna live longer than. I've been to a pub in Wrexham.
There you go. Well, maybe someone was like, I seen that Ped in here once, boyo.
Boy, I seen him the other week, and I was like, this looks a bit like Ped. I'm not quite sure, because he said he's from Liverpool, but this fella was from Wrexham. They look quite the same, but I'm not quite sure.
See?
That's because,
That's how rumours
I've got an uncle and a cousin and an auntie who live in Wrexham.
Does your uncle look like you?
No.
Does your auntie look like you?
No, I mean, she's the only one the lottery. But
And she chose to live in Wrexham.
no, she lived in Wrexham already.
Oh, okay.
She's a nurse.
Oh, well, fair enough.
But me cousin Paul.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Mating.
if you were to see my cousin Paul, you'd
Yeah.
go, yeah, Ped's definitely got Italian, because he looks like
An Italian.
a proper Italian.
Okay.
He's got
Drives around on a Vespa.
He probably does.
Does he?
I don't know,
Have like 3/4 pants on and no socks. And just
no,
looks
because it
cool.
does get cold and it
Gonna
floods
say.
there. No, but he's got.
But that'd be good because his socks wouldn't get wet.
He's got the Italian though. I missed out on the Italian.
Oh, okay.
I've got the other stuff. So.
Okay, fair play. I mean, listen, you've gone there, haven't you?
But I mean, I would have liked the Italian look though.
Would you?
Because them for once, people would actually believe that I've got Italian heritage.
Well, why do you need people to believe it? If you know
they
you
won't believe it.
But if you've got it, you know you've got it. It doesn't matter whether people believe it. You know you've got it. You don't need people's approval, Pet.
I don't
If
need.
you're Italian,
Listen,
you've literally got a hoodie on with an Everton.
You are
with an
literally
Italian.
talking to the person who, number one of anything, does not need anyone's approval.
But there you go. So you're there. You've got an Italian badge on. You've got Italian heritage. You're eating pizza for your tea or spaghetti bolognese. It's all good.
Curry.
What are you having?
Curry tonight.
Italian
And
curry.
I'll make the curry. That's how good it is. I've got the best Italy training top as well. Me Italy top still hasn't come from China.
If you don't be wearing that in here, that's all I'm saying.
Come, me Ancelotti
You make
World
sure
Cup
you wash it.
1990 top hasn't
It's
turned
been
up yet.
set on
I'm
fire.
devastated.
It's been set on fire.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look what people are saying.
I mean, I've just seen someone say, is Richarlison Morales with a better attitude?
Yeah, I mean, I'd move on very quickly.
Miles better.
Someone just said that was a Fireman Sam accent.
That's good.
No one think about Fireman Sam is though, right?
Good.
Right. Can someone lock that little kid up, innit? He's always setting fires.
He is.
What's his name?
He's a
What's his
proper
name?
arsonist, isn't he?
What if you must have watched Fireman Sam?
Huel. Call him Huel.
His name's not Ped.
It's not Ped, is it?
It's not Ped, is it? He's
Weasley's
Welsh for
gone
a start.
friggin-
Weasley's gone right in on me there.
Weasley's
He's
already gone in on.
Know what it is?
Actually,
Hey.
we won't tell people what he went in on before.
Classic Weasley.
It is classic Weasley.
Classic Weasley.
If I'd have had to choose Weasley to do something, that's what it
Come
would
on,
be.
someone in the comments let me know what his name was from Fireman Sam.
I went to Google his name and I put Paul from Ped.
The kid who's always setting fires to stuff. It can't be healthy that there's a kid. Oh, he's set for another fire, hasn't he? We better call out for Fireman Sam. Oh, I'm coming. Don't worry, I'm on my way. I've just got to get past this bloody bastard in a postman van with his black and white cat. Norman. That was his name. Norman.
The kid's called Norman.
Have you set fire again to the school? Why have you done that? Because I don't like going to school, Mum. I'm 34.
Shite. Went awfully deep with the voice there. Norman is his name.
People know.
People are all over Norman.
That's what his mum sounded like, though. Norman, why have you set fire to the local co-op? Where were we gonna? Have you ever know what that's the worst thing about going to Wales? They have those spas or co-ops,
yeah.
and everything's got like £1 on it. Everything's like £1 more dear.
Oh, okay.
Not everything's got £1 on it.
I'm straight. I don't mean that.
Everything's got like £1 on it. You go in for like a packet of chewits. That'll be £4.50, please. Why? They're only blackcurrant chewits. Oh, this is the tax if you want to buy something from a little village in Wales. We don't have enough stock because a little bastard called Norman keeps on setting firewood.
Maybe that's it.
Big up Paul from Irish Football Fan TV. Check it out.
Check it out.
If you're into
Subscribe.
He's probably got an interview this week with that fella who scored that amazing volley, that show.
And
if he hasn't, Paul, if you have, I mean, you've stopped sending us videos in, which I'm a bit disappointed. You had your own slot and everything, but I'm no pressure. No pressure on
Lazy.
you. No, I wouldn't say he's a busy lad.
I don't care.
Single-handedly.
It takes 4 seconds.
We tried running the MLS show. We know how hard it is. He's running a football channel for an entire country. Cut the lad some slack. Cut the lad some slack.
No.
Oh, fair enough.
3-minute video. Anyway.
He said more like a Stephen Graham Welsh accent. No, it wasn't.
No, really.
Like
Jonathan's asking how our day's been. It's been good. We had the lads in from American Toffee Pod before they were sound. They went off to a Finch Farm tour. It's all good.
Brian Garside said, I'm sitting in my local in Sweden having a pint. Let me ask you a question. How much did your pint cost?
31 euros.
Honestly. Whilst catching the show and reading Money Can't Buy Us Love, Everton in the 1960s, sometimes life is good. It's a great book. We had the guy who wrote it in here, whose name escapes me right now.
Not Simon, it's the other one, isn't
No,
it?
it's, yeah.
The other fella.
Yeah.
It's over there. I could go up. I'm not gonna. But, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great book.
Enjoy, Brian. That's
Gavin
all
Buckland. Gavin it was. Gavin Buckland.
Gav, yeah.
Yeah, Gavin Buckland just came to me. Yeah, how much is a pint? I want to know.
Look at Mitchell. Norman, you've essentially introduced coronavirus.
Oh, Norman, why did you bring that virus back from Italy? You went to visit, when you went to visit your cousins, you set fire to half of Milan, and now there's a bloody virus running amok. Poor Sam's in his bed, he can't get up. He's had to self-quarantine. Oh.
Okay.
We need to contain the virus immediately because we don't want the Nevilles getting it. Because if the Nevilles get it, God knows where it'll go. But seeing Gary, Tracy, and Philip, that could go worldwide. Be like the end of Planet of the Apes. It will be. Okay. They're all carriers.
All right.
Stuff on Berry.
Okay. Okay.
£4, he said the pint is.
Oh, that's all. I mean, that's all right, isn't it?
I mean, how much is it here? A pint, Baz?
Don't drink, do I? How much is it here? Is it more than £4? Is it less than 4?
I can't remember.
I honestly don't know.
Last time I went out for a bevy was Christmas,
so.
and it was all you could drink.
Oh, you went
bar
to a thing, didn't you?
with hands.
Oh, you could drink bar.
What's more useful, a goalkeeper with 3 arms or a striker with 2 heads? That's on Gary.
A goalkeeper with 3 arms.
Because I think a 2-headed striker would be like, one head would be like, I'm heading, the other head would be like, no, I'm heading it. And they get in the way of each other.
Like a 3-arm goalie without a shadow of a doubt.
But it's an interesting question, and I want more questions like that.
More of those are the ones, aren't they? Robert Dinsmore said, I'm a Scottish Toffee. Who would be your Scottish club?
Celtic's my Scottish club already. I've been a fan of Celtic since I was a kid.
There you go.
John Toffee says a Swede recently told me it's £12 in some places. I think it is, but I think the thing over there, it's cost of living's different. They get paid better. They pay more tax, but the tax goes into hospitals and schools and universities and all that kind of thing. It's a better way of life. Just saying. But it's cold. It's cold. I mean, you've got to factor in that, haven't you?
You've got to factor the cold in.
Yeah. A. Duncan says the new Laurel and Hardy YouTube. Well, which one's Laurel and which one's Hardy? See? Do you even know which one?
I mean,
which one of the originals is Laurel?
I'd probably have to be Laurel because I'm smaller, aren't I?
Okay, I'm Chaplin. If we're going down that route.
Chaplin.
I'm Chaplin. I'm sorry. I'm Chaplin.
You
Give me a
talk
couple of
more than Chaplin.
baguettes. Give me a couple of baguettes. Michael Barrett says Maguire had 2 heads, but Gravity won. I think they did. I think what they did was it was like they merged together.
Yeah, just in one. 2 heads become one.
Stuart says, Ped, do you support Celtic so you can sing the song before the game? No, I just always support, and that's their song, isn't it? That's their song. Do you know what I mean? That's their song. Liverpool stole it off them. I mean, if you ever watched Lost, Desmond was in it, and he actually is singing Celtic songs in it, and one of them is also a song that we robbed off them.
Manchester United sang You'll Never Walk Alone from 1958 onwards. Liverpool started in 63, I think, is the right thing. So,
but they invented music.
I know.
So
No, but I mean, what
they invented music. I think what it is all these like, you know, you can take your Beethovens and your Hanleys and all these people, and you can put them all in a box. Put them all in a box because we invented music.
Okay, there you go. I mean, yeah.
Swedish West Coast isn't much colder than Merseyside. I mean, he's Swedish West Coast.
Okay, ready?
It's never cold here anyway. It's just wet.
It's cold
It's
here.
not. It's just wet.
Shut up. It was cold on Sunday.
No, it wasn't.
Had me hood up at them. Shut up, mate. It was freezing.
Irish Fan TV, Paul says, I've refused to sing it. You've just insulted me loads, but, I mean, I get paid to be able to tell you stuff, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
What?
I don't know, it doesn't really, I mean, he's called me 2 things, and both of them are scientifically not facts.
And he's called Ganga Punters or something. So just literally, yeah, strange. James Wright said, I watched John Joe Kenny at the weekend for Schalke and thought he has learned nothing. What do you guys think? I don't want him back, just ban him.
I like the way he put them in capitals so that we could see it.
I think I think he's improved a little bit, but I just don't, at the moment, I just don't see him being our first choice right back.
No, I don't.
I really don't. So, it's one of them, isn't it? I think maybe if Everton got an offer, they may sell him FFP-wise, but I don't know. What do you think they should do? Come back and be... See, the issue we've got is we've got Seamus Coleman, who's 31, who's obviously not getting any better at 31. And we've got Sidderby, who we've got an option to buy on, but has he done enough for us to buy him and give him big wages?
He hasn't done enough to be our starting right back,
no,
has he?
So therefore, and is John Joe Kenny better than both of those?
I just think we need a new right
So
back.
it's a tough one.
Paul P. Mayer says, if you could choose who would play the first concert at Bramley Moor Dock, who would you get? I'd get the Foo Fighters. Genuinely, I think that'd be amazing. Or Paul McCartney. Probably Paul McCartney first. With Dave Grohl could be on the drums. Well, he would be. He done the drums when he played in Anfield, which I refused to go to. He played the drums from Dave Grohl. There you go. What's happening on the old Patreon? I mean, Steve Kelly knew it was Norman Price. We just weren't looking. I apologise.
Sorry, Steve. Steve knows everything, doesn't he? Literally.
Let's have a look. What have we got? Ped, if you could cast Everton players as Marvel characters, who would they be? I don't know. Why do I always get these?
You get asked that every week.
Why do I get these weird questions?
Well, because people know you love Marvel. That's what it is.
But they're footballers, they're not actors. Gary Ward says, I'd gladly pay $50 for the NBC SM Premier League streaming package. I never miss an Everton game. It also has all the Premier League Productions programmes. Lucas said in Australia we have Opus Sport, where we can watch all Premier League games at once. Gives us highlights and heaps of shows. Plus we got the Champions League, Europa League and European games. When I went to England, I couldn't believe how hard it was to watch a match. It's a bit mad how it's easier to watch football in a country on the other side of the world, but it's legit mission. impossible to watch in a country the game's actually being played in, and how much it is, and how many channels to spread over. It's actually, we are fully conned in this country. Fully conned.
Yeah, look at Chelsea's injured list.
Mark G says, Abraham, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Kante, Christensen, Kovacic and Willian are all listed as major doubts. I'm not...
Half of them will play.
I don't buy any of that, to be honest. I know they're there.
Jorginho suspended, though.
Yeah, I just don't buy any of that. I really don't. But thanks for telling us, Mark. Keith says, hi lads, very disappointed learned about Evertonian banned for 3 years from football matches who racially aggravated harassment of Andres Townsend while at a game at Palace, August 10, 2019. Sat in second row near corner flag, slagging Townsend off, was arrested. £1,000 fine, costs, blah, blah, blah. The guy's from Heighton is 39 years of age. The man is also representing Everton fans. I don't know, mate. I don't know anything about it, mate. I can't really... Yeah. I don't know anything about it.
If that's the case, it's not good. There's no
it happens, mate. It happens everywhere. We cannot control society. Football is not the measure of society. There's dickheads everywhere, mate. I've learned this as I've got older. I used to think everyone was perfect who was an Evertonian. They're not. Dickheads everywhere. Where we live in, sadly. Steve Kelly says, see the Premier League are inducting 2 players into the Hall of Fame. Who would your 2 be? Mine would be Bergkamp, as I think he's the first world-class player to be brought into the league and was unbelievable. And Alan Shearer, due to how many goals he scored. Good question. Who would you be yours?
That is tough. Steve's...
the first 2.
Premier League. Shearer's got to be because he's the top scorer.
Would he be one of your first 2?
Yeah.
He's going to be in it, but would he be one of your first 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of what he was playing at the start of it. So that's how I would do it.
Okay. Mine would be, number 1, Eric Cantona. Because I think he changed the game in this country. I really do. I think he opened the door. He changed Manchester United. It was like the first couple of seasons. Well, he won the league with Leeds the year before the Premier League, and he helped Man United win their first Premier League, their first Premier League. So for me, I think he revolutionised the game in this country. And the second one would be Wayne Rooney, because I think we've not seen a player literally play almost his entire career from being 16 and being from the minute he was like 16.
What about Ryan Giggs? He played his entire career.
No, I think 40. Wayne Rooney consistently, year in, year out, winning trophies has just been amazing since he was literally 16. So they'd be mine, but I know there'd be... Yeah. Obviously, those other players would come into it, but I just think those...
Maybe Giggs and Shearer for me. Because Giggs was in at 17, made his debut against Everton. Actually, we beat them 2-0.
Not in the Premier League. Not in the Premier League. No, I'm just saying he didn't make his...
Yeah, but the year...
He was 89, wasn't he?
91.
91.
But it was a year before us.
Yeah.
But then he was in the Premier League forever. He didn't go anywhere and he was still playing at 40 and he was incredible, Ryan Giggs. I mean, off the pitch, you know. We thought he was great off the pitch.
His brother got a good deal out of it.
His brother, you know, is one of them. But it's difficult though, because Bergkamp was incredible. Thierry Henry was marvellous, wasn't he? Absolutely fantastic player. You know, you can go through and find players who...
Do you think Beckham's the best player to play in the Premier League? Or do you think he's the best player, who showed his best in the Premier League?
He showed his best in the Premier League, didn't he?
Because there's an argument that Ronaldo could be seen as the best player who played in the Premier League, but didn't play his best football in the Premier League.
I don't know. It's hard to quantify people's
25 plus years, 28 years, isn't it?
Like so, Bergkamp was incredible, but then so was like I said, Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane. You know, you can go through it all and
Dennis Strachwalesi.
You know, Strachwalesi's up there. You know, so it is difficult. It's because you're trying to, you know, pair France and there's all of those, you know, Martin Pringle. There's those kind of players who always have to get brought into any conversation.
Any player.
Espen Bardson.
Any player who shares his surname with a crisp.
I mean, listen.
So Des Walker.
Des Walker will definitely
straight
be up
in there. Straight in there.
You know, I'm trying to think of McCoy. There must have been a McCoy.
There must have been a McCoy.
You know,
there must have been.
a jockey, but you know, maybe there was. But no, it's a tough one because it's like the phrase world class players. got asked this the other day. How do you quantify a world-class player?
How many? Well, no, how many world-class players are in the world at one time? Do you say, well, it's if you were to say, well, we're giving you 1 to 11, and what a world-class player is, a player that can fit in that team, and there's only one position per player. That's what I'm saying.
It's so difficult. Yeah. It's subjective, isn't it?
Keith Powell, Wim. Hello, Wim.
Hello,
Keith Powell says, check out the Real Madrid versus Barca game and the area behind the goal, all wearing and waving white. They do that anyway. Most Madrid games, they do that. Everything is white and the ultras are the atmosphere. You can see exactly how the section works regarding what we've been talking about. Exactly. You see that last week in the Champions League when they got beat by City. Because we've been to a lot of TV and stuff. Do you think because this game wasn't on like Sky and stuff? Do you feel like it was the least hyped Classico?
I literally
didn't know
knew about it when Kane in our group said, I think I'm watching the Classico in a bit. And I was like, are they playing? And I looked on the app and they were playing. So yeah, 100%.
I felt like it was the most least hype because... And
then in fact, when I come in here, I said to them 1-0, didn't I? And you were like, no, it was 2.
Do you hear what Hope Solo said?
No.
She said Messi always goes missing in big games.
Did she?
Yeah.
Like Knickers?
In big games, they go missing. Is that a technical thing or?
Well, she's, sending pictures of herself everywhere, wasn't she?
I don't know. I know she battered the fella.
Battered the fella and then remember because the fighting cock remember they said she's got it looks like chopped liver.
No, I know, and then I remembered we were on live on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I thought we were on Pates and stuff. Yeah, Messi goes missing in the big games. Interesting. I mean, he's only been the greatest player probably ever to play the game.
Ever. I mean,
won Champions Leagues and league every year and goals, 50, 60 goals a season. Yeah. Fair enough.
Incredible.
Fair enough.
Yannick says NBC Sports in America is pretty comprehensive coverage for about $60. Yeah, access to every game, replays, daily Premier League shows, specials, goal rush, the coverage of the games with the goals. Can't understand though, you can't watch matches in your own country regardless of attendance arguments. Do you see the Premier League eventually providing its own streaming service? The Athletic did a Tifo piece, we spoke about that. I think they will, but I think what they might do is allow someone else to do it first and almost be the testing ground for it.
I think the Zone might get it.
That's what I'm saying.
They
might let the Zone or Amazon do something and then see, and then almost like buy into that. And it could be like partnership and then slowly take over.
Because it's the technology. The only kind of obstacle in the way is having the technology to be able to do it and to be able to hit all of those countries. Because it will go. If we're talking about a central thing, not just talking about this country, are we? Because I think for the 2 Amazon games that was done in California or something, wasn't it? Or it was the where we watched the
but
Amazon things.
But the coverage was still only in our country.
No, I know, but it came out of California.
To be global, it would have to be.
So
it would be a big thing to be global. I don't think it would be rolled out in one hit. I think it'd be in different countries first. Sophie says time for us to win an away game against the top 6 team. It is definitely time to do that. Let's just go back.
Yeah, Lee Reynolds says Earl Barrett for the Hall of Fame.
Which Hall of Fame, though?
For the Premier League Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you say that.
Robert Dinsmore says Nias for the Hall of Fame.
Again.
Fair enough.
That's mean.
Shaka.
Give me reasons. Don't just say this person. I want reasons for it.
Okay.
And you've not provided me with them.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Is it though? Is it what it is?
It is.
Is it though? Oh, we've got the bots are back. The bots are back.
Hang on, Sarah and Hottie Sex Shet join me. I'm live here.
I mean, we're live here, love, so sorry.
I'm looking for right back. Zeki, tell us.
She's live and she's looking for right back.
She's looking for a right back as well. I mean, she's capable of multitasking, so that's fair enough.
Big question from Suckdev. I think that's how you pronounce it. Do you guys drink Dr. Pepper?
I do. I mean, hang on.
You don't come in and just...
No, I will partake in a Dr. Pepper, but I don't really drink fizzy drinks that often, to be honest with you.
Most of the things I drink are diet drinks.
I drink water.
And the Dr. Pepper, the drop-off...
Dr. Prepper.
The drop-off from normal Dr. Pepper to diet is too big. It's too big. It's like Sprite. I used to love Sprite, but the drop off in quality is terrible. Honestly.
If it goes missing, what you're saying is Dr. Pepper diet
What's the
goes
worst?
missing.
What's the worst that could
What's the
happen?
worst that can happen?
Robert Dinsmore
I mean, look,
said.
P. Murph said I could be the right back for Sexy Letty.
There you go. Robert Dinsmore says, would you want Celtic and Rangers in the Prem at some point?
No. I used to think years ago it'd be good to have them in, but no, the Scots just leave them where they are.
What about Cardiff and...
Well, they're in and they've been in for years.
So why can't they come in?
Well, no.
Are you just not like change? Is that... Oh, I'm asking you, no.
So what, you're going to go in and start off in...
No, if they started
If
in
they start and go in the conference, then it's up to them, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's up to them.
But I don't sit there wanting them in the Premier
I don't
League.
sit there going...
Get them in.
What's your third favourite jam?
That's brilliant.
You
You know what? I haven't got
Can
it.
you say your third without mentioning the first and second?
No.
See, that's even more difficult.
Apricot.
I mean, that's a bold choice.
It is.
It's a bold
I
choice.
mean,
I think it reveals
I'll be honest.
a lot about you.
I do.
As a
I think
person.
I'll be honest that I'd never have apricot jam, because if you haven't got me first or second choice jam, I ain't touching
I like
jam.
cherry marinello.
No.
That's going to be my third
That's
choice.
wrong.
Yeah, have you tried it?
No.
But I mean,
The name
they're,
cherry says it all.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't like.
that's
I
cherry
don't
flavoured.
like. I don't like cherry.
That's the one.
Our real tours is our man. We haven't get in and see us. All right. About 2 seasons ago, Jake Bugg sponsored Notts County. Imagine if we could get sponsored by the Beatles. That would look spectacular. I mean, there's a slight issue with being sponsored by the Beatles. In fact, 50% of them
To be
are
fair,
here.
though, you could, though, because it's still a brand.
Is it the logo?
It's a brand, isn't it? It is still a brand.
On the
And
kit.
as long as one of them's kicking, I don't count the other one. The other one's
No.
not real to me. The other one's not a real person. Robert Workman.
Great name.
It is. You want a Workman kind of player like Robert.
Rob is the man.
Hi from Fort Augustus. We were cheated massively at Chelsea a few years ago, leading 3-2 in injury time. Ref played too much during which Terry scored, cleared offside. No, we were saying that
Spot
before.
on.
We were saying if we had VAR,
Yeah.
then that would have been disallowed.
Sukhdev's questions go, could PSG have a better chance at the Champions League final because of Ghana?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a good player. He'll have a better chance.
Okay.
Mitchell has got a great question.
Go on.
Well, it's not even a question, it's a statement. He said Roy Hodgins has got a Kilmarnock tattoo on his shin bone.
Has he?
I can't verify that. I can't
Fair
verify it,
Fair enough.
but it's good.
LA Walkway. James, let me ask you this while you're here.
Are you here?
Are you still in LA Walkway? Are you still a band? Let me know on Patreon if you are.
It's important.
It is important. It's important for Matty, but it's important for us. So let me know if you're still in the band. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm refreshing the comments.
And-
I'm switching between, by the way.
And
I'm on YouTube.
while we're on YouTube, if there's any Evertonians who are in a band or singers, let us know, please.
Yeah.
Let us know. Thank you.
Tony Miguel, the man with two names.
One international.
One international. Says, hi, Ped, Baz, and all our Blues. If the season had to end now, what are your thoughts be on the relevance of what has happened from pre-season till now? Sticking with Silver and Fardingham, the Carlo Ancelotti coup, the new stadium, the amazing improvements of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Holgate, and the change in the spirit of Blues. I think they're all important, aren't they? Like if Norwich hadn't beat us, then we wouldn't have sacked Marco Silva, then Ancelotti wouldn't have come in, Duncan wouldn't have took over, there wouldn't have been a thing in Duncan, we wouldn't maybe have not have seen Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Everything, I always think that everything has a reason, hasn't it? Everything. And if one thing doesn't, it
shows you how things can just
Yeah.
veer differently though, doesn't it? The two paths and stuff. You know, that Norwich game,
sliding doors.
we walked out of that Norwich game grim, depressed after seeing an awful performance, because it was a shocking display. We walked out and you were probably at one of your lowest points of the season then, thinking this is a joke, this. And there we are now in March, and we've got Carlo Ancelotti and Dom's on fire, and Holgate signed a new contract, and Duncan's made a massive part, and Bramley Moore's on it.
And we all just feel better, don't
It is totally, you're right, from where it was, early season to where it is now is like a polar opposite almost. So that is how I'd sum it up, as it's actually worked out to be a very positive season but results haven't reflected that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I've seen someone, you can't always quantify it. I've seen, again, a Red today mocking Everton because they're doing amazingly, being in 11th place. You can't always quantify progression through the table. I mean, we have moved on a lot, but you can't always quantify it, and we know as fans ourselves things are getting better. And
we'll see at the end of the season, won't we? We'll see where we finish at the end of the season. I would suggest, me personally, we will be a lot higher than 11th when the season finishes. So that's when you can judge it. But because it really, let's be honest, it's irrelevant at the moment where it is. Until if the 38 games being played, then we will know how good we are. It makes you laugh throughout the season, and we'll all see it, won't we? We'll see it go like, it goes like that, because there's times when you think we're doing great and then you're depressed because we're doing that, and then you win and you're back up and going, we're looking at Europe. It is what it is. There was times when a lot of people were looking, going, we'll be relegated. And then we could finish in Europe, and then everyone will look back and go, what were we even going on about when we were down? Look where we finished. So we won't know until for on-field stuff on the table until the season finishes. But everything, like Pez just said, you can't necessarily quantify it to other people who aren't watching us every week. But we know, as a fan base and people who go to match and everything, people watch Everton, that things are moving in an upward trajectory.
Gaz is still a massively overlooked player for me as Paul Scholes.
Yeah,
I put him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's
amazing footballer, absolutely amazing.
Anyone who thinks
just please watch that Amazon Prime, because he's brilliant. He comes across, he's brilliant.
Anyone who thinks Lampard and Gerrard was better than Scholes?
No, they're not even on the show. Gerrard was brilliant, though, to be fair. Gerrard was better than Lampard.
Joe Max says, in the light of the new Batmobile being released, I've just seen it. It looks amazing, the new Batmobile, which is the best ever Batman moment. I love the new films, but I actually think the probably one of the best moments would be from Batman 89 with Jack Nicholson. Something in that. I love the new ones, but probably in that. Or Bane. Bane's amazing. I was born in the darkness, really damage to it.
Okay.
James. You want to back the people?
You haven't done Bane for a while, have you?
What a lovely, lovely singing voice.
Okay.
Classic Bane.
James, no, nothing on any updates at the moment. Where
for
the
contracts or future
transfer news. No. Still a little bit too early, and I think the Shanks Ocean thing hasn't helped Everton in the slightest for the summer.
His leg falling off is not good for Everton.
It's massively bad.
Yeah, cheese-string knees aren't good for Everton.
No, it's bad for what we want to do in the summer. It is not good.
Yeah, Balassi in the bin. Eric says my favourite jam is still DRE.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, apparently.
Okay, fair enough.
No, don't forget about Dre.
I'll never forget.
Don't forget about Dre. Wim says that's it. I'm moving to America. Are you though? You're not really, are you?
I mean, he might, because he likes the
I don't believe him.
Okay.
I just don't believe him.
All right.
Gaz says I'm between bands at the moment, so that means you're unemployed. Looking at something started up soon though. I'm a drummer. But when that gets started, let us know. We're not like creating a band.
No, we're not.
We're not looking for band members. I mean, that would be amazing. That would be like
band.
It's like that. What's his name? The fellow who doesn't like BBC Two. The orchestra fellow with the glasses, and he like creates a band or a choir.
No, we're not creating a band. We just want Evertonians in bands, basically.
James says, yes, taking a break as my wife is expecting our first baby, and the band is very time consuming, getting a few new members too. But we're still defo a thing. But when you've got time, let us know. We're putting together a project with Evertonians and musicians. It's a new little project we're putting together. So let us know. Edward says, would you take Ross Barkley back? How do you think our fans would react to that? Why does this always come up?
Because he scored last night and said as an Evertonian it was great to score against Liverpool.
Is that what he said? Wasn't listening.
So that's why. No, I'm saying that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you take him?
Would I? I don't know. He's a good player. he's a very good player on his day. He's still frustrating, but I think there's too much gone on.
People
wouldn't give him the slack, and fair enough.
People just don't like him. Have you watched The Stranger on Netflix? I haven't. I'm still watching.
Looks good. But I'm in the middle of stuff, so
I'm still watching The Outsider.
But I am gonna watch it because it does look good.
I'm still watching The Outsider.
Okay.
It's the slowest.
I'm gonna watch The Pharmacist as well. That's supposed to be very good.
What, The Pharmacist?
Yeah.
It was you, Jürgen Klopp. Real Tour says, what's the weirdest place you've ever seen Everton players? I once met Graham Stewart, Amo, Limpard, Nunzi in Zorbas by the bombed out church. I met Pistoni in Disney World, and he had the shortest shorts on and a bum bag ever. And I had this Everton Legends t-shirt, and he asked me why he wasn't on it. I was joking, like.
I see Mark Pembridge in Epcot when he played for Fulham. He's in Epcot with a t-shirt on, a pair of Everton shorts and flip-flops. After he'd left us.
Fair enough.
And I was like, Pems. And he was just like that. Just the thumbs up.
Was he wearing like Factor 50?
Factor
You'll
million.
have to.
He literally, when the sun came out, he turned into the mummy.
Dust.
He just like put the mummy, the bandages on.
Everton
1878 says, give Lee Mavers a shout. I'll just have.
No, you don't know Lee Mavers.
No. Who is he?
From the Lars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, blue nose.
Goes,
yeah, no, the Lars. Yeah. Let's get him in.
Yeah, John Power always gets all the thing because he's a red and he's like, I'm John Powers.
Yeah.
That's how he talks. But Lee Mavers never gets like any credit, even though he sung it. So yeah.
Let's get him in. Have a chat with him.
If you can find them.
Yeah.
Contact the 18.
Okay.
Right, we're going to finish off in a minute. So let's find some decent questions. Ella says, if City offers Stones next season, would you have him back?
Nope.
No.
You might though. You like Stones, don't you?
Yeah, I do like him, but I don't think I'd have him back. I just think he's a bit of a dope because he never learned how to defend and thought it'd be better to grow his hair, get tattoos and bin his beard. But that's on him. That's what he wanted. He got a few pots and pans for it.
He did.
You know.
He did.
Got to do the hand over the mouth to do Bane.
Yes.
Not like Dom.
Yeah, like for all footballers.
Every footballer now. What was good on Saturday was Sunday, when Dom and Luke Shaw had a bit of a flare-up. The pair of them stood there like that. No. You're like, lads, come on.
It doesn't work.
You can't have a foul fight
You can't have a
if you've got your hand over your mouth. Can you?
You can't have a ding-dong.
You can't.
Just take your hand off your mouth and be big men and say what you're saying. And if the camera picks it up,
so what?
Yes,
I did rate Manuel Fernandes was fantastic footballer. And Lescott was brilliant for Everton. End the story. There he was. Yeah. Are we done?
I was born in the light. You merely adapted to it. Once Gotham is gone, I will let you die.
Okay, let's end it there.
Let me just do a little refresh.
Do a refresh on there. I don't know.
What a lovely, lovely singing voice. Do you, the people, accept it?
That's it. You've baned me off.
He's amazing. What a character. What a character.
I'm not saying he isn't.
We give it back to you, the people.
There we go, right. We're finishing on that. We are finishing on
you, the people.
There you go. If you're on Patreon, we'll catch you tomorrow. If not, why not? Why aren't you on Patreon? And why aren't you buying Boss hoodies like this? Sort it out. The links are in the description. We'll see you later.